For more content like this, log on to GibboPresents.com.
It's Gibbo, and I'm once again joined by Kingpin and A1 from King Addies, who on Saturday night defeated Broken Silence and Innocence at LA Rumble out in California. Guys, how are you?
Well gone, Gibbo.
Good, man. It's been good.
You put on a dominant performance on Saturday night. You won rounds 1, 2, 3, and the tune for tune. Was this how you thought things would unfold?
Yeah, man. Well, this is how we hoped it would go. So, it happened. Work hard for it. We practice hard for it. So, it had to happen this way, you know?
Had you done your homework on your opponents? What were you expecting from them?
Well, we did our research on the sounds. We know Innocent sound very well, you know what I mean? But finding audio for Broken Silence was kind of difficult. But we'll find some. We did our research and, things worked out.
At the end of the night, it came down to yourselves and Broken Silence, who were playing in their home state but not hometown. Had they brought a lot of fans with them?
A whole heap of fans in Broken Silence got, and big up to Broken Silence fans, because although they had their own fans, they even during the clash, they would be like, yo, all that I want you guys to lose, like, you guys are wicked, man,
Yeah.
So they were still giving props to us,
Yeah.
So big up Broken Silence fans and
be a girl too.
Yeah, only if girl them trouble with them, so we even take home one of them girls, that them there in the same hotel. So just different room,
Mm.
So would you say their fans were as fair as you could possibly expect them to be? They weren't really biased towards their favourite sounds?
No, they were biased. Because at the end of the day, they wouldn't vote for us. They would give us compliments behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But
Sorry for going on.
yeah, they were biased, but we worked for it, and the majority rules, and they didn't have the majority of fans that they traveled with. Because when we bust the dance, we bust the whole dance.
Yeah.
Broken
part of the dance, the whole dance.
Broken Silence are a sound who've been doing well for themselves out on the West Coast, but they haven't been established for as long, obviously, as King Addies or Innocent. Do you think the future's bright for them? Do they have the potential to develop into a top-tier clashing sounds?
Yeah, man. I rate the MC, he got the heart of a warrior, so he'll be good, man. His future is bright, man. Big up to Dan's one.
What plan of attack did you guys come into the clash with?
Well, for me, it was just kind of like play our music, you know what I mean? Like just go in there and don't really focus on not to say the opponents, but just to entertain the crowd and to have the crowd, like, get the crowd on our side. So that was our plan, really. It wasn't about, like, I guess a typical war, because we're playing in a different environment, and so with a lot of ladies. I must say this is the first clash. This was a clash with the most ladies I've played for.
Yeah.
Cause I don't joke thing. Cause every dance you hear is like, big up to the ladies. Like, there's a lot of ladies in this dance. This dance had a lot of ladies.
It wasn't like a dance that you would have in Albany Manor where it's like slang thing and answer the man duck. It was more of happy hour, and it was more new tunes. This dance we tried to aim to play tunes that we voiced instead of playing the tunes from back in the day as much, So that was more of a strategy that we kind of used to. It wasn't so much of the there wasn't so much of the anthems this dance. 1 or 2 and then back to our vibes.
So, not in terms of ratio male to female, but in terms of taste and preferences. Were you surprised by the crowd at all and how they reacted to certain tunes? Did some dubs get big forwards or bigger forwards than you thought they might, and then others not really get such a great reaction?
I wouldn't say surprised, Gibbo, because from Friday night we're there and we are playing. You know what I mean? So we kind of see what go on from Friday night.
Yeah.
You know, so it kind of give us a taste of like what it would be like, and from the people them see we from the Friday night and them like how the vibes go on, you know, like we're seeing a lot of them come back on the Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we say, you know, go on, like this a party crowd. You know, this one a really the regular Sound Clash crowd. So we just kind of entertained and went for entertaining the entire crowd. So we had to give them a mix of party and slash clashing.
Yeah.
You know, and Kingpin did a good job at kind of commanding the crowd. So, yeah.
And what was the biggest Addies forward of the night?
There's a lot of them, man. One of the biggest ones was probably the Snoop Dogg. That was one of them.
You see, it's kind of hard to say, man, because we had a lot of crowd participation.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of crowd participation. Like, imagine in a clash dance, you have people singing out Popcorn, I'm Feeling High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
One Blood. Remember the One Blood?
Yeah, One Blood.
Yeah.
The Cartel, We Not Trust People. You know what I mean?
We got like 4 money pull-ups in the clash. 4 money wheels in that clash.
In the clash.
You know what I mean? So it's a good one.
Well, I don't want to say first ever because I don't want to lie, but for us it was our first ever in a clash.
First, man.
In a clash?
No, man. It wasn't the first. I think against Bayside, we got the money.
For real. Not true.
Bayside, we get our money wheel, you know? So you go.
Last week, I spoke to Bassacat from Ma Gash after their clash with Soul Supreme, and when I asked him who he'd like to clash next, he said King Addies, and that he wants to see who the real Mavado sound is. If I'm right, he was in attendance for the clash. Did you guys speak to him, and do you have any interest in a clash with Ma Gash?
We speak to him because at one point in the dance, I pulled him up on the stage right before we was gonna play a Mavado tune, and we said something like, Ma Gash and Addies are the two songs where control Mavado, well not control, but you know, have the most Mavado in the world. So I got a big forward off of that. So it's something that, I mean, yeah.
When that time they reach, it'll definitely reach. You know what I mean? Because Ma Gash, big up Ma Gash, and Alex, I'm a virgin. You know what I mean? But we know that time is gonna come where he's gonna have to die. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to face that time. You know what I mean? Because after all is said and done, these are the only Gully God son where I run the thing. You see me, sir?
You've got a couple of clashes coming up at the moment. You've got the 1, 2, 3 Better Than clash against Supersonic in September. But before then, Kick and Punch versus Ready Rock next month. Give me your thoughts on Ready Rock and this clash. Do they have anything to trouble you?
Well, Ready Rock is a old song, an older song, you know, with Olipa, Dennis Brown, and Olipa nice other songs based on, you know, seeing them clash in a couple of like the Octane clash and those things, you know what I mean? So you can't sleep on them and say like them clash against Jara and Mighty Crown and all these people. So you can't count them out, you know, because I old song from back in the day. It's with Addies and them thing, man. Just a different, them just never get the bus and the light where them supposed to get. You know what I mean? So now them are do them thing and them call for Addies. So you can't count them out. You know what I mean? So we'll be preparing just as much as we prepare for clashing anybody else. You see what I'm saying, Gabo?
Guys, congratulations on the victory. Thanks a lot for taking time to chat. Is there anything else you'd like to mention before I let you go?
No, man, just, big up to the whole of the fans, them King Addies fans, them for holding the faith, because only more trophies I got there right here, so.
Pretty up.
You know what I mean? We go back at the trophy collection of Brooklyn.
Yeah, well.
You know what I mean?
Big
right
Father
now,
Ethan.
we got Father Ethan and the crew. Right now we're going to the victory party. We have to go play the Savoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right now.
After
California.
that, one flight, But do remember for the fans, then we have some shirts coming out, so check any one of us and you can get the shirts. Everything nice,
Yeah, man. Log on to King Addies Music on Facebook, and there will be a lot of these merchandising items that you'll be able to get. And that's the start of it. The website coming soon, kingaddiesmusic.com, and just only for marketing things for King Addies, because we are make sure and take it to a different level. We have to kind of leave them people that were fight domestic war, for them thing. You see me, sir?
Gibbo presents